This is the Carnival Horizon, one of Carnival's cruise ships. It has a total capacity of nearly 4,000 guests and spans across 14 decks. Today, I'll be giving you a full walk-around tour of this whole entire cruise ship, from deck 1 all the way to deck 15. So if you're thinking of taking a cruise on the Carnival Horizon or are just interested in cruise ships in general, this video is for you. And for those of you who watched the video till the end, I'll be sharing with you a nice little secret spot on this ship that not a lot of people know about. Now, let's get right into the video, starting with deck 1. Deck 1 is a stateroom floor, so there aren't any activities to do here. There are only rooms. Just before we move on to deck 2, I'm gonna show you how the elevators on this ship work, because they're a bit different than usual elevators. On this cruise ship, like on many others these days, there are no floor buttons on the inside of the elevators. You have to select the floor you want to go to on one of the screens on the outside of the elevators. You'll then get assigned a letter, which is the letter of the elevator you'll have to get on to get to your selected floor. It can be a little confusing at first, but you quickly get the hang of it. Like deck 1, deck 2 is also a stateroom floor. The only difference between the two floors is that deck 2 is where the family harbor rooms are located. People who are in these rooms have access to the exclusive family harbor lounge, which is also on deck 2. Moving on to deck 3, this is where things get a little more interesting. Here we have the bottom floor of the atrium where there's a bar. This place is also where you can book Carnival shore excursions. A few rooms are also located on the front of this deck. Here we also have the Reflection Restaurant, which is one of the two main dining rooms. Dining here is included, so there is no extra cost. Right over here we have guest services if you have any questions or problems. If we go to the ship's rear, we have the other main dining room, the Meridian Restaurant, which is also included like the other one. This restaurant is on 2 floors, deck 3 and 4. Deck 4 brings us up to the atrium's second floor. Here, there are a couple of duty-free shops. If we head a bit further towards the front of the ship, we get to the Liquid Lounge. The Liquid Lounge spans across decks 4 and 5, and this is where the ship's main shows are held. If we come back out the Liquid Lounge, head back to the atrium, and continue heading towards the ship's rear, we get to the Horizon Casino. Coming out of the casino, to the right we have Club O2 for 15 to 17-year-olds. If we continue straight ahead after exiting the casino, we get to the Skybox Sports Bar, where there's even a virtual poker table. Continuing towards the ship's rear, we pass through the art gallery, and right after we have the Limelight Lounge, which is specifically for comedy shows. Finally, completely at the back of this deck, we have the Meridian Restaurant, which I've already shown you. Going up a flight of stairs, we get to deck 5. This deck is where the promenade is located. At the rear of the ship, we have the Havana section. This is where some of the Havana staterooms are located. Here, there is live music at certain times, and right behind, we have a bar. If you do not have a Havana stateroom, this is as far back as you can go on this floor, because the rear outdoor section is reserved for Havana guests only. This exclusive Havana spot gives you access to an additional outdoor seating area, pool, and 2 hot tubs. Some of the Havana staterooms even have direct access to this area. If we head back to the aft elevators and start going towards the front of the ship, we pass through the Ocean Plaza, where there are sometimes activities. Here we have a cafe that is not included, and right next to it there's a photo studio. Right after the photo studio, we start seeing some of the unincluded specialty restaurants. To the left, we have Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue. Here we have Pixels, which is a place to buy pictures taken by the onboard photographers. To the left is the Alchemy Bar, and right across we have both Banzai Sushi and Teppanyaki. Here we have Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse. This is the piano bar, which is open in the evenings. In diagonal, right next to Bonsai Teppanyaki, is the library, a place to either read a good book or to play some board games. If we come back out of the library and turn right, we're back in the atrium. On its top floor, you have more duty-free shops, including a candy store. At the front of this deck is the top floor of the Liquid Lounge, which I've already shown. The special part about Deck 5 is the outdoor area, which pretty much wraps around the entire ship. It's really hot. Moving up a deck, we're now on Deck 6. Deck 6 is nearly just a stateroom floor. On this deck, pretty much everything is near the front elevators. Right in front of them is the IMAX cinema entrance, where you can buy your tickets and food for the movies. Right behind the staircase, we have an arcade. Right next to the arcade, we have Circle C for 12 to 14-year-olds. From Deck 7 to 9, there are pretty much just staterooms apart from the IMAX cinema located on Deck 7. I don't have any videos of the interior, but here's a picture. Deck 10 is where things start to get interesting again. Starting from the aft elevators, going towards the rear of the ship, we pass in front of the Tides Bar and Pizzeria del Capitano. The pizza is included. Here we have the Tides pool and 2 hot tubs. Next to this pool, we also have the Seafood Shack, which is not included. If we start walking towards the front of the ship, we pass through the Lido Marketplace, which is the cruise's main buffet. It is included. Coming back out of the Lido Marketplace, we pass by Guy's Burger Joint, which is also included. Here we have the ship's main pool and the big screen where they're nearly consistently playing movies. Right on the other side, we have Blue Iguana Cantina, where you can get yourself some burritos and tacos at no extra cost. In front, there's the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar, and next to it, the Red Frog Rum Bar. The front of this deck are just staterooms. Going up to Deck 11, in front we have some of the Cloud9 Spa staterooms and some more regular ones. If we head outside, there are plenty of places to sit down and enjoy the movies shown on the big screen while being in the shade. Heading back inside, right next to the midship elevators, we have Camp Ocean for kids aged from 2 to 11 years old. Right next to it, we also have a kids reading area. Back outside, heading further towards the ship's rear, we have a couple more chairs looking out on the ocean. From here, we can see the skyride and ropes course, which I'll get to. The 2 last specialty restaurants, Gigi Asian Kitchen and Cucina del Capitano, are both located near the rear elevators. Once again, like the other specialty restaurants, these cost extra. Deck 12 has a lot of the ship's outdoor activities. Starting from the aft, we have the outdoor jogging track, which I did try out. It circles the sports square, which is about half the ship's length. In the Deck 12 part of the sports square, we have the Sky Court and an outdoor fitness area. There is also a games area which includes a mini golf course. If we head inside, we enter the clubhouse, which is the indoor part of the games area. Back outside, walking towards the front of the ship, we reach Dr. Zeus's waterworks, where there are 2 big water slides and 1 small one. Entering through the door located behind waterworks, we arrive at the Cloud9 Spa and the gym. The gym is located completely at the front of the ship, so you have a nice panoramic view while working out. No, I did not just skip a deck. A lot of cruise ships simply do not have a 13th deck. This deck is where the skyride and ropes course are located. These activities are both free. I've tried them both and I wouldn't recommend them if you're afraid of heights. The only other thing on this deck are more Cloud9 Spa staterooms. Finally, Deck 15, aka the Serenity deck. This deck is exclusively for adults 21 and over. Technically, I'm not really allowed to be on this deck, so here are some pictures. This deck only spans across a tiny portion of the ship completely at the front. Here, there are a lot of seating areas to chill, 2 hot tubs, a salad bar, and a regular one. If you've made it to this point in the video, thanks for sticking around. The nice secret spot is on Deck 9 through the door completely at the front of the left hallway. And this is my secret spot because, yeah, well, I think it is because there's hardly never anyone here. There's no one. You can even go to the 10th floor. But yeah, we have a beautiful panoramic view, 180 degrees. It's very nice. It's always empty like this. Even in the middle of the day, it's really empty. I don't think a lot of people know about this place. But if you watch till the end, well, you know that on the Carnival Horizon, there's this beautiful view that you can enjoy quietly because, like I said, there's hardly anyone here. So that's gonna be it for today's video. If you liked the video, it would be nice if you leave the like. And if you want to see other videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it helps the channel a lot. So yeah, I hope you liked the video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!